Hopefully this one will go well. I do have it on the hard difficulty, but I know it isn't that hard, so we'll just buzz along for the story. Final chapter of the UEF, here we go. Yes, Jackson, you are first. Within, what, 15 seconds of the stream start? Pretty dang quick, if I do say so myself.
The command center's ahead. Roger's office is deep inside, under a few hundred tons of concrete.
This place is a graveyard. Rogers knew there'd be a fight.
Hold on, I'm picking up a UEF ACU.
This is Coalition Commander Greer. Rogers is taking over and I'm surrounded. I'm here to end this. I'll head to your position so we can pool our resources. Roger.
Maddox, you got incoming air.
This is gonna get bumpy. Greer, taking heavy fire and need to land short of your position.
That was an odd little visual glitch.
There's a substation near me, and taking it out will cripple Rogers' energy production. Check this out. Don't do it. Oh, man. That explosion just took out half of my army. I need assistance fast. I'm on my way.
You, sir, are a Class A idiot.
Generation 9 reactor that's pumping out way more power than is needed for the base itself. The entire place will go nuclear if it blows.
Want to take me with it?
Probably.
Alright, we're going to have to use a hell of a lot of overcharges to get through here, I think. I want to maintain as many of my forces as I can. I'm not entirely sure what to do here, because I'm kind of restricted by the walking speed of my ACU, and also, my ACU does have a large majority of the available anti-air that I have on its back. So, let's just kind of go back with the little guys here. Can I reclaim these? Reclaim is disabled as well. Okay, so we're just going to have to kind of kite around here, maneuver our units as best we can, and walk up. I want to build a base. That's what I need here. We got to get up there. It's not too far. We'll make it. Alright. Overcharge is also disabled. Well, crap. There goes that plan. I can't actually get it because I don't have my upgrade menu. Everything is locked away. So the best thing I can do is just kind of try to bait them with fire on my commander and use it as a meat shield.
Commander under attack.
What are you? Titan assault bots. It looks kind of like a combination of the Percival and the Titan, to be honest. It's a weird mix of the two. It's blocky and has the same gun as the Titan, but it's definitely, or the same type as a Percival, but it definitely favors the Titan in its stance. Alright. Once again, everybody fire on me. And ignore all of my little bots coming up here to murder your faces. That is what I need from you. Yep. Good deal. Of course, killing the engineer is not a bad idea either. How much damage do you actually do? More than 200. 300-ish? I guess it's kind of arbitrary. I'm just used to it doing, I'm used to it doing 100.
You get here, I give you my army, we go our separate ways.
Oh, okay then. You know what? I'm actually fine with that. So, that's good. This must be some upgraded rock heads. They've got a little doohickey on top of them right there. It's a little weird looking. Alright, just wading my way through. Oh, there's an artillery shell. Back up. Back the hell up. Just keep moving. We've got, what, 4 more groups to get rid of. Then we'll be up in that base. I'm going to have to come all the way back down here in order to get all this reclaim. Once my reclaim menu opens up, this is going to be a whole lot of valuable mass. I'm looking not too terribly healthy, to be honest with you. I am down to 6,500 health out of 25,000. Not extremely fantastic. And it is not counting towards my veterancy either. So So I'm basically just off the reservation here. Like, I have nothing going for me at the moment. This is honestly a really, really dumb mechanic to have in a campaign. Just let me build my base, or at least let me vet my commander or earn research or reclaim on the way to you. That would be awesome, since I don't have to bother with storage. I could actually get a whole lot of mass to my name. Nope. I'm just going to burn some time walking. Burn some time walking. Atomic.
Rogers and all of the other Cyberns on the planet. What other Cyberns? There was only one.
Uh-oh. Now we have Cyberns to deal with. I'm relatively kind of sort of familiar with what upgrades there are. It's been a while, but I spent a buttload of hours in this game. I'm hoping that it'll come back to me naturally. Although, honestly, I'm not above sandboxing. If it does start to become a problem, I'm just going to have to sit down at some point and read through the upgrade list. Alright, we got to cross the yellow line. I would say this is a finish line, but I guess it's technically a start line because we're not actually starting the mission until we cross it. Which is really, really weird. But it is what it is. Flying Cyber and Navy? I do believe that's a Nomad creation.
You got here just in time. What's the plan? There's no plan. Like I said before, I give you control of my army, and I get out of here.
You got incoming transports.
There's too many of them! Hunker, Greer! Hunker! Oh, man!
Well, you live like a coward, you die like a coward. That's all I got to say.
I've won, but you're not gonna like it.
What do I need to do?
The primary reactor is protected.
I am aware, Atomic.
Drop it, you expose the core. The only way to disable the shield is to take out the 3 remaining substations.
Then it's over.
Then it's over.
How many more UEF soldiers need to die for your...
Alright, so we got to take out the 3 substations.
What do you think
Let's
you're
get on up
doing
here. Holy cow, it gave us a whole lot of points.
I'm supposed to hand over the keys to the castle.
Did I give you the impression I was asking?
Alright, well, we've got plenty of reclaim to be had, so that's nice. We're going to go up here, intercept on the front end. Let's go ahead and start cranking out some rock heads. Rock heads are going to be the backbone. We also need to start building some fighters. And I do apologize, guys. My voice is really rough today. I have been not sick, but like kind of messed up the last few days. Okay, so we need to get some research stations down because even though we have 27 research points, that is going to go very, very quickly. We've got a fairly healthy amount of mass, fairly healthy amount of power. Let's go ahead and build the last gen on this side. And we have 2 more mass points up here, which we definitely need to move up and guard. Where did my other engineer go? You're right there. Let's go patrol you around. Ding, ding. And let's look at our upgrades. So we want to get a bunch of stuff for our land unit, specifically to upgrade rock heads for their effectiveness, since we're going to be building quite a few of those. Let's increase weapon range. And then we will go for... Let's go over the Titan and then roll right on up here. Ooh, I already have the Fat Boy unlocked for me. We need to unlock the King Cryptor Experimental because he is just a ridiculous badass. And I want to build him for the fun of it. Alright, so we're going to queue you up there. We're going to queue you up there. We're going to send you. You're going to come up here and build us a mass extractor. And we're probably going to need a little bit of anti-air because anti-air is a nice thing to have. Let's go ahead and build... we got a fair bit of reclaim income. Let's go ahead and build one more land factory, shall we? We're going to queue this one to only build Titans once it gets up here. And it is not yet. Let's see. We've got Demolisher, Mobile Artillery. We need 4 for the Titan, so it's going to be just a moment. And then we'll go for some income upgrades, because shortly we will have used up all of our other stuff, and that's going to be a major problem. So we got some gunships in here. Just make sure that they stay focused on our units and not on that engineer. And we should get in. I need you to specifically target, please. The gunships are a very big problem for me. Thank you. Okay, so if we can take the plateau, there's going to be a lot more reclaim to be had on this side. I think that'll work out fairly well for us. Now that you're done with that, you can go ahead and reclaim. Let's queue up. What do you have queued? Where do I see your queue at? You're not building anything, but I have you... Oh, there we go. Derp. Alright, engineer and 2 more rock heads. You are on rock heads only. We need to get you, and then regeneration plus 125 is probably a good thing to have. We're going to queue you on bots. Alright, that looks good to me. We should probably get a little more anti-air, though. And that is all fine and dandy. So I don't see any point defense, but there's quite a few units here. I'm going to wait until I get a few more on the front line before I actually go dive in head first. And maybe we should build one more research facility. I'm floating a little bit of mass. That should be fine. And then we need to get a gantry online. I've got Fat Boys unlocked. So there we go. I can build a land gantry. You know what? Actually, we need to build him a little further away. Give him a little more clear access. Come back there. And once we get that all taken care of, we'll be building a whole lot of experimentals. And then I'm going to queue the air up to the front. That would make more sense. Have fighters up here on the front lines assisting where they may with this stuff that is killing the crap out of my units. Let's go up. This is actually like mobile artillery, some anti-air. There's not very many tanks, so I think I can do pretty dang well against them. We're going to set up a common move order and move on our way up. Alright, you should do some patrolling since you don't have anything else going on. And of course, as soon as I attack, here comes another drop of units. That is so like a campaign mission. Just to take a dump on me right when I think I'm making progress. There's my first Titan off the assembly line. Trying to stay out of range of both of these groups, but it's not working especially well. Let's back up a little bit. And we gotta take the whole upgrade path, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, I can add anti-air to my tanks. Nice. Okay. Kill off the front line, take care of those, and back up a bit. I did lose an extractor there, so we're going to have to regroup. That drop really killed it for me.
It would be wise to consider the Noah unit cannon as an efficient means of transporting units over a great distance.
Ooh. I totally forgot that that unit was in the game. That is actually a brutal unit. I'm going to go for one more research. I can reclaim them later if I just like don't need them anymore. But right now I really need some upgrade points. Because I want to get to the big fancy toys. That is my goal in life after all. Alright, so you need to do some patrolling. You're already patrolling, so that's fine. We're just going to expand you a little bit. And hopefully my tanks will gain in effectiveness, because I should be able to kill them one-on-one. At a minimum. Although these guys do look like they have the entire tech tree available to them, because they are already firing anti-air. So that might be a little problematic, but we'll make things work. Alright, you're going to go back up here and rebuild our mass extractor, which we lost in a terrible mishap. I don't know what happened. I mean, seriously, I was doing everything right, and by no means did I overstep, expand too far for the resources that I had. I would never do a thing like that. Good lord. Of course the bombers attack the engineer. And then the poor little forsaken mass extractor that is just trying to do his best to survive. Yeah. Oh well. Mass extractor it is. And my other engineer is now under fire. I really need that anti-air upgrade. Dinky dink. We'll take it in just a moment. 122 health. As long as you survive on 122 health, I am fine. No, 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 don't do it! Ah! Dang UEF napalm. Alright. I am going to finish this thing. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, that, it looks like it's functioning. We've got 2-7 to get to that one. I am still overflowing mass by a fairly decent margin. So let's build one more research. And then there's an engineer. Let's do one more. Actually, I'm going to start my gantry building. Why not build Fat Boys? I've got the mass for it. I'll just build the crushers later. What were they called again? King Cryptor. King Cryptor. Alright, as soon as the Fat Boy comes out, we should gain a little bit of an upper hand. Look how fast the research points are going now. That's what I needed. Now I've got anti-air on all quarters, and I shouldn't have as many problems as I have been having. You know what I would absolutely love to have? Is the building upgrade that lets my power generators act as engineering stations, because then they could assist my factories with building. Do I have that? I should have access to that. It is one of these. Right there, engineering tower. To the energy generator. I should probably... Nah, I'm going to finish teching out land first. So we're going to increase health. And then we can increase damage at 5. Yes. All good, all good. Is this another fleet of bombers?
Coming in hot and heavy.
Where are the transports? That is a lot of bombers. A whole lot of bombers. Luckily, I have a lot of interceptors, so that is no big dealio. I think I've got enough now. I know he's just said that transports are coming, but I've got quite a few upgrades. I think I'll be okay. Ooh! I can go shoot down the transports. Let's do that. Maybe I'll get there in time. How flimsy are the transports? Not very flimsy at all. That is unfortunate. I was hoping for a little bit higher effectiveness than that. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to get up here. We're going to generate some reclaim. It's going to be awesome. We've got a Fat Boy. So all of that's going to work out. And we can get ourselves a tech cache. Overall, I would say that all is good with the world. Let's focus fire down the point defense so we stop losing units. I think that would be smart. And Fat Boy, I need you to kill all of this stuff before I lose control and let units slip by me. There's my tech cache. That's good. That is probably another fleet of bombers, so we're going to go over there and try to wreak havoc. Not going to go after the point defense quite yet. So I've got anti-air, I've got engineers. Do I have a point defense? That is an anti-air tower. That is a point defense that is quite heavily vetted. So I'm going to just move up here with him. That is a lot of gunships. I am probably going to lose that Fat Boy. Can I take out the point defense before I lose the Fat Boy? No, I cannot. That's okay. I have another Fat Boy. Oh, the anti-air is a problem. Alright. Come on, inties. Do your work. I need to get back in range. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Now we get personal shields. Radar? Let's not. Oh, you are now getting shot up, and that's not good. Alright, bring all my units in, get all the anti-air here, get in cover, please, and thank you.
Commander under attack.
Alright, we're good. I think we're good. That was quite a few gunships, quite a few more than I actually thought there were. But they're falling out of the sky very quickly under the fire from all this anti-air, so I don't think that is going to be an issue for long. Alright, now we have the opportunity. We can move up in here, take care of these bases, and all will be right with the world. And we have a few research points. Let's do... Where are my income adjustments? We're going to go this way. And then we can do... I should have done that one first. That increased our power by 20%, and then we can increase mass income by 25%. And that will allow us to bring another factory online. Maybe another gantry. A gantry would be fun, but at the moment we're actually waiting to build. So income is not quite keeping up with where the Fat Boy production is. Let's go ahead and patrol. And let's build. Where is... I'll just build it with the ACU. Let's build another air factory, because I think we can do a little better. Gonna patrol there. Throw on some more of these little guys. Double our interceptor count. You need to be focusing on the point defense, because that is what is giving me problems. And here comes another load of gunships. Since when are there so many freaking gunships? And why is this a thing? Please stop. I would love it if you stopped. Well, they're definitely not getting as far as they were before. We've already dropped all but 6. And those 6 are going to go down very, very quickly thanks to all this anti-air. Also, the personal shields, the bomb, versus units that do not have personal shields. That'll work out quite beautifully. Alright, we're going to take the damage bonus, outpace them even further, and go on our merry way reclaiming. Get on up here, folks. We need that other tech cache. Also, to rebuild our mass extractor. Because rebuilding mass extractors is important. Almost as important as reclaim. Alright, we're going to go over there. All that is good and fine and dandy. We need the tech cache before anything else. Thank you.
We got more transports inbound.
Awesome. Well, not the transports thing. The actually killing off the base thing. Okay, so that is 11 points. We've got experience gain 50%, vision, decreased build time, adds a direct fire cannon to the anti-air. That was a rather bad. Please select and attack. Thank you very much. I think I might actually drop that one. Yes, I will. That's a good thing. Okay, so King Cryptor's up next. He is built, or he is researched, rather. We're going to do him instead of Fat Boys. Alrighty then. We should be able to reclaim this entire field without much problem now, seeing as the base is dead and we've just about eliminated all of the units. You need to hit this side because I'm going to lose that mechs otherwise. And of course, the gunships immediately go directly for the Fat Boy. Screw you, gunships. Screw you. Maybe the anti-air isn't as effective as I thought it was. Let me, what are you building? You have anti-air building. Let me start building some extra anti-air here. That'll give us a little bit more firepower pointed towards the skies. Because apparently this guy is just going to continue building crappy gunships. Alright, Commander, you need to build that back up, and then we're going to take a fancy look at one of these unit cannons. That seems like a good time to research. Okay, mass income, let's boost that. My ACU income is already boosted? No, it is not. Energy income plus 300, and overcharge I can't jump into yet. Okay, got plenty of overflow there. Let's do... The unit cannon is hiding behind quite the series of upgrades. Let's go for mass converter, because that'll up my income a little bit, and I can overbuild power generators. So that's going to be at 5. Let's go ahead and start. Let's get an engineer over here, and we're going to start spamming a whole lot of power generators. Because then we're also going to spam quite a few mass converters. Alright, I've got the mother of all air forces here. You just need to stay away from my fat boy. That is all that I ask. Stay away from my fat boy. You are going to have to get through all of this anti-air. Don't you do it. Okay, you did it, but you're not even going to get it to half health. So that's good. I'll consider that a win, I suppose. Okay, we got 7. Let's go for the mass converters, and then we'll start the tree for the unit cannon. Alright, do I have another engineer? I do. He just popped out of the factory. Let's build. Where are my mass converters? There you are. So I'm going to spam up. Let's do... Does this have the same effect as the console where, like, the mass converter, it doesn't matter if you only build one of them, but you have to spam the button a bunch of times? I think I'm just going to build 6. Yes, I'm already 10,000 power over. Let's do... Oh, my unit cap is 300. Ick. That is not the greatest. Let's go ahead and spam up a few more P-gens. We're going to do that many. Alright, good deal. All my land factories, queue up to the front. Thank you very much. And gantry and... Yes. Actually, let's set the gantry on the same queue. There we go. Please just kill the things. Fat boy should be near the units providing anti-air. That would be smart. And it's not. But that's okay. We'll get the reclaim back. Have you started building a King Cryptor yet? How much do you cost? 1,060. That is actually quite high. We need something to come down here and take care of this for me, please. Thank you. A couple of our OP shielded units. Ah, dang it. Lost the land factory. It'll be alright. Okay, so we have the converter. Yes! Converts 1,000 energy to mass. So we just mash this, and we magically get mass, right? Yes, we do. King Cryptor has begun. The rotating crown is on the screen. Should work out pretty dang well. Okay. Onward and forward. There's my queue. We're going to get up here. Oh, holy crap. He has nukes. And also a fat boy. And also base defenses. That is going to be a tough nut to crack. I'm going to have a lot of units, though, so it might be okay. Alright, we're going to go for these. We probably need nuke defense silo, honestly. So let's get down here. My ACU is going to be done building first. Go to advanced, go to nuke defense silo, and build. Maybe another shield. Yes, that will be fine. Okay. My engineers are dying. Because of course they are. We're going to back up here. Fat Boy has decided to take us as a target. When you get done, you're going to go rebuild the land factory. And then you're going to build a shield gen on that side. And then probably should also build one more defense tower. Because turtle. So I did not realize that these were going to come back. Wait, can I get base defenses on my mechs? That should be a thing that I can get. Yes! Adds direct fire turret and anti-air turret to research station. We're going to go for that first, though. Because the engineering beam is freaking amazing on these. We should build a gantry in the back. that will take advantage of all of this stuff that we're going to have. Alright, mass fabs. Fabulously convert me some power. That is what I needed. That's the good stuff. I don't need mass extractors anymore. What are you fools talking about? And nothing will ever die again because my P-gens will just regen it. Okay, we need to go to ACU, get overcharge, and what do you know? Wait a minute. Where's my overcharge command? Unker, I am missing my overcharge command. Didn't I just get the upgrade? Nope. Cost 10. Never mind. Okay, back up to the front. We need that unit cannon. It is 12, which will come very, very quickly. Then we can build a whole bunch of Titans and dump them onto the structures over here. There are no less than 3 King Cryptors. New plan. Let's overwhelm air. Because there are some mobile anti-airs, but not any stationary anti-airs. Although there are quite a substantial number. And we have not very many interceptors, actually. Let's kind of queue them to the side. Because I think they're dying out on the front. Something killed them, that's for sure. Alright, King Cryptor is online. And he is a freaking behemoth. Look at his cute little head in there. He's got a crown on top of his head and a crown on top of his crown. Got so many crowns. He'd be rolling. Okay. Let's see. We need to get to this mass extractor built back, which it is doing. No more land factory because, of course, we are going to be building a unit cannon very, very shortly, which will build all of the units we could ever need ever. And we're doing fantastically well on mass as well. Already back up to 21k power. So whenever we start running low, we can just go ahead and recycle some more. Of course you would. Target my only engineer on the first pass. Nope, there's an engineer. Let's go build that. Build that. And patrolly. Okay. Recycle power, recycle power, recycle power. This is why you build more of them, because if you have more, you have to press the button less times. Should we build another land gantry? I'm thinking we should build another land gantry. Right there. And then we should build a cannon. Once we queue the upgrade.
The NOAA unit cannon can now be built by your ACU or an engineer.
If this thing works as advertised,
yep, I got it.
Use it to launch an army near the remaining substations.
Already on it, buddy. Look at King Cryptor. Ha ha ha, you puny little titans. You are nothing against my massive cannons for arms. He has very large guns, is what I'm saying. Very large guns. Okay, so that is taken care of. Let's build also some air units. We need to get the AC-1000 because by golly, I am going to win a game with AC-1000s. It is going to happen. Alright, get up here. Once you are done, can you assist that, please? Can you not assist that? I thought you were an engineering station, bro. Why you not assist? Well, crud. Can you assist? I would love it if you assist. I guess they only repair things. That's a little disappointing. But it'll be alright. Alright, you need to get over here, because we need you to... Oh, I have 2 now. Nice. Alright, we're going to move one to one side, one to the other, and we should have no more problems with groups of units getting into our base, because look at that lovely AoE. That is just a glorious thing in motion. Alright, we definitely need to build more things because we have extra of quite a few things. So, we're going to build an air gantry. Actually, let's build 3 air gantries. Because 1 is never enough. No, it's never enough. Okay, that's done. We will upgrade other things as they come. Build anti-nuke. That is probably a good thing to queue up, because I don't know when or if those things will actually launch. Let's convert. And we've got 2 King Cryptors. Do you think that is enough to crash the party at the front? Probably if we move in, it's going to trigger the 2 on the outside to come towards us. And that would be less than ideal. So I'm going to sit tight for just a minute more while we build up a few more units. Okay, why? Never mind, I figured it out. The transports come, the transports leave, all of my interceptors follow said transports, and they end up dying to the base defenses over somewhere stupid. That is ridiculous. Okay, we're just going to build a buttload of Titans. How many can I queue up? How many do you hold? I forget how many it does. Alright, we're going to assist with you. You're going to build an AC-1000. You're going to build an AC-1000. Everybody's going to build an AC-1000. There are a lot of dead transports over here. There are a lot of bombers over here. I might actually bring in the Enties because... Wow, that was overkill. All those bombers on 1 unit. I might not need the Enties. Look at that. I didn't think I had that much anti-air in me. And you're going to build an AC-1000. And everybody's going to queue to the front line, folks. Ah, you are assisting. Good boys, good boys. You just have super, super short range. Alright, so... Oh, I forgot. You can actually see the canisters with the units in the gun. Alright, we're going to fire this son of a gun. Actually, he is a gun. He's not the son of a gun. But if he had a son, I would say the same thing to him. Anyway, unit cannon away. Those guys are all going to fly to the other side of the map. We're going to come over here and give them some air cover and hope for the best, because I really, really sincerely doubt that these are going to be totally undefended, seeing as this is a vital area. Oh, I was correct, was I not? Good lord, there are already gunships. I am glad that I got shielding and anti-air on these guys, because they need all the assistance that they can get. We need to go kill all of you. Yes, yes. Actually, point defense first. Thank you very much. You guys, go over here. Anti-air, anti-air, anti-air. And then the rest of the things. Good. There's only 4 gunships left. I might take another firing cycle, but I think I will be okay. You know what? Let's do? Let's build more unit cannons, because more unit cannons can never be a bad thing. We're going to hit our unit cap so hard it's going to hurt our faces. You know that? I'm going to have to start thinking of things to tear down. Maybe the research stations? We're getting up to where research stations are a little redundant. There's still a few paths I need to take, but it's there. Okay, come on, King Cryptor. Come back down here just a little bit. We've got 4 now, so I think I'm going to crash the front gate with those 4. You need to die, you need to die, all of you need to die, you need to die, and we're going to do that. I just realized that those are nuke defense silos and not nuke silos. I am an idiot. If someone said that in chat, I am so sorry that I did not pay attention to you. Very good advice. Set this to repeat queue. Alrighty then, let's launch away again. Launch units. Let's not go to this side. Let's go Let's go up here to the tech cache. I think we have enough. We have 4 AC-1000s and a buttload of King Cryptors. So let's just run in here. I'm gonna send the Terrors over to this side. They'll help speed up things over here. We need... Actually, none of these affect my AC-1000s, do they? So I don't even need to worry with that. Structures... Not sure. Let's go over here.
I see what you and that punk Daxel are doing, Maddox. You got bigger stones than I gave you credit for.
Alright, we need to assist these guys.
Way beyond your pay grade.
Because that's a lot of inties, and they are killing my AC-1000s. That's not cool, bro. That's not cool. Alright, you're gonna kill the point defense, and then patrol around here. Because you need to kill all of those things. Alrighty. Patrol, please. I would like the mass.
We got Rogers on the run. He's ordering his armies to fall back and defend.
Look at that. Look at that. If this is not an epic battle, I don't know what is, because we have got 5 King Cryptors clashing in battle. Let's actually kill the fat boy on the front line before we move to that. Just pounding it. Pounding it. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, start on your crowd control duty there.
For the first time in my life, I'm thankful for that.
Alright, let's move in. King Cryptors conquer all. That's all I got to say. Hello, good sir. I would like you to die. Very, very quickly. We're going to pull all the rock heads back because I think... Yeah, they're going to die to the King Cryptor in great numbers.
The shield is disabled and the reactor core is exposed.
Alright, let's get in here and do this thing. So, 4 King Cryptors versus 1. I wonder who's going to win this. The gunships might tip the balance, honestly. They might do the trick. We're going to focus fire there, we're going to focus fire there, and all of you fine fellas, you are going to go on anti-air duty. And all of you AC-1000s, shred that son of a gun. My King Cryptors are falling very quickly to the gunships. That was actually a lot of crap. That was more than I was anticipating as far as air goes. So that's kind of sucky. But we'll get there. We'll get there. You're gonna come back, friend, because I need to clump up another little group of units here to punch a hole through. We need to cycle our power because that is a thing. And done. Let's take our interceptors up because I think we're going to have enough now to maybe clear the skies. There are quite a few on their way. Well, hello, little guys over there. Oh, I forgot. Let's launch some units. We can kill the doorway with this. Screw all the units that are just kind of congregating around the bridgeway and hoping that they're going to survive. I've got Noah cannons loosing their payloads on your doorstep. The Titans are going to win it. Who needs upgrades? Alright, you're just kind of like firing into the oblivion here. That's okay though. It's dying and it's dying very quickly. 16, 10, 5, and...
ready to blow. Wait, before you do it.
It didn't actually blow.
I have someone on the line for you.
Come
Encrypted connection
on!
established.
Dom, George and I are safe.
I thought both of you were dead. Huh. Oh, is it good to be wrong?
You should be used to it by now.
Well, everyone has a skill.
You're gonna lead us
Honey,
right up to blowing up
I'm
the
about to do
reactor
something
and stop
very,
it right there.
Very stupid.
I have faith in you.
If I fail, they'll come after you.
Then don't fail. Be safe, my love.
Encrypted connection lost.
Colonel Rogers, I'm feeling
New
generous
cap
right now, so I'm
reached.
going to give you one last chance to walk out of here alive.
The UEF can survive the idiots who want to create coalitions and make treaties with our enemies. But people like you rot the soul of our great faction. I'm ready to die like a soldier, with honor.
Speeches will get you nowhere, Colonel.
Do your worst, son.
There's my army of titans up there at the doorway. And there he goes, blowing his lid. Finally. Finally. I'm glad that everything you manufacture is just machinery, because otherwise you would be dooming an entire army to death.
I'm here. Or at least most of me is. I have a few things to finish up, and then I'm coming home. Wait a second. What's that? Oh, that can't be good.
What?
Honey, I might be a little late.
Operation completed.
Well, operation is completed, and that's the last UEF mission, so I guess it's picking up in the next one. 4 out of 5 stars. Lacking in research, lacking in time. Because, yeah, I did take a little bit with that one. But, you know, it was technically my warm-up match for this week. Oh, well. Let's get out of here for right now. I've got to reset a couple of things. I will be right back with the next mission. I'll see you in just a second.